Post that. Tweet that.
Tweet this.
Pull this up. Yes. And pull that up. I have a lot of things to pull up.
Ahead of time?
No, because I don't start recording until you guys tell me that you're ready and stuff like that. So.
Well, yeah, but what about like all the stuff you're pulling up?
That's all the recording stuff.
Oh.
Okay. Are you guys ready? You ready for this?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is the Closet Geek episode 105 for November 7th, 2015.
Closet Geek, coming to you each week in Closet Geek. All things of geeks critiqued in Closet Geek. Comics and games and tech in Closet Geek. Lego, Star Wars, Star Trek in Closet Geek. We are not nerds, we have some social skills to call our own. Closet Geek.
And wait for it.
This is Brandon Sanderson, author of the Mistborn series and various other wonderful fantasy novels, and you are listening to The Closet Geek.
Hey guys, welcome to The Closet Geek, where geeks come out, the podcast where four brothers have united their powers to become the four horsemen of geek, bringing you the latest geeky news. I am your host, Barry Ricks, and with me I have my brothers, John, Ryan, and Michael.
Woo!
Hey.
So,
all right.
What's up, guys?
Another awesome evening with the bros.
That's right, and and it's kind of cool that we waited till the weekend to record the episode, because now we have some more geeky stuff we could talk about.
Now we could talk about stuff.
Yeah, and we could talk about stuff.
Well, what do you mean more stuff?
Well,
we'll talk about it.
We'll get to that.
Let's not skip to the middle.
I know, right?
Let's skip to the end.
Let's go to this first segment of the show.
This week in
Geek. This is This Week in Geek, where we talk about things we did geeky throughout the week, things we love, and things we could recommend for you guys to check out. So, did you guys do anything geeky this week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Man,
every week.
I'll go first this week, because it was a
All
really
right,
really light week for me, because I was on a business trip most of the week, and so I was doing that, and but I did catch up on this week's episode of The Flash and enjoyed that. But I haven't been able to get any gaming in recently, and it's kind of bumming me out.
Wow.
Wah, wah,
Don't
wah.
you usually get some gaming time on your business trip weeks?
Well, the fun thing about this business trip is I was able to drag my wife along with me this time, and so it was kind of like.
Okay, I was wondering why the two of you were in Dallas.
It was kind of our
doing?
getaway to Dallas. This was the first time we've had a vacation or getaway together for the first time in our 10 years of marriage, basically, without the kids. And so that was pretty awesome. So,
Man, that cat is just like, oh my god,
growing out of my head.
Pay attention to anything.
Oh man,
It's awesome.
Like hugging back rides.
But
Alright.
but I am reading Jim Butcher's new book, the Aeronauts Windlass, and
yeah.
and
How's that?
really
Okay.
good.
Cool. I haven't has to start reading it yet.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
waiting.
if you like,
I'm on hold.
if you liked any of his other stuff, which I know you do, it's super awesome. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a hold of that.
yeah, so like I said, really light week for me, but I hope this next week that I'll be able to get some game time in. So
there you go.
Cool.
Game time.
game time. All right, Ryan, what'd you do this week?
Skip me for a minute.
Okay,
Oh, got it.
John.
Gotta lay the smack down. Stop! Put that cat on my head.
John, what'd you do geeky this week?
Actually, I did quite a bit. I mean, just the regular weekly geek TV stuff. But I don't know. I think I started watching Supergirl.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Just
if we.
it only has had
It's
the
only,
trailer. It's only
like,
the first episode.
Two
right?
episodes.
Or is
Two
it the second?
episodes.
so
Okay.
far.
I need to watch episode
And
2 then. So
I really like it.
But it's not on
It's-
Hulu.
No, but it is on CBS.com.
it's on CBS
Oh, okay.
Access.
If you go to their website, you can watch it through the website.
Right.
But see, I use a media streaming software called Play On,
Yeah.
which I highly
Oh my
recommend
gosh.
to anybody.
I still have that, but I
I
forget about it.
What it does is I use this it's a streaming service, but it also records, so it kind of acts as a DVR. And I use this service to plug into websites that are posting their videos, like CBS.com, for example. So then I tell this my program, Play On, to go out and record the episode off of their website, and then I can just watch it whenever I want. So I've been utilizing that software, so I don't have to worry about it if it's not on Hulu or whatever. I can access it through that. So we've been watching that, and it's fun. I mean, it's very light, and which I think, as far as the Superman family, I think that should be. I don't know. It's always been treated more of a lighter environment rather than like the gritty Batman or the like the Arrow is and Daredevil. That's been really dark and that kind of thing. The Supergirl is very light. It's nice and refreshing and cute, but it's done in a pretty good way. So we've been enjoying that. Latest Shield and Flash. Shield, that was a pretty big twist in the latest Shield. So that was
Really?
yeah. So
You didn't see that coming from a mile away?
No.
Really?
No,
Oh man, I was just like, I had it
and
pegged.
you're a
Like,
liar.
I had
Said
it pegged so early.
Liar.
I haven't
No,
watched it yet, so
seriously.
don't ruin it.
So
I
was just
knew
like,
exactly
what?
what was going to happen. I was
It
just
was-
waiting for the reveal, and
I
it
felt like
finally
was-
happened.
I felt like it was kind of random. I'm like, really? So anyway,
Really? Okay.
So-
No, say no more. I haven't seen it.
no, and
I felt it was the only logical
It was just-
explanation.
it was just a nice twist. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's gonna add some interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's-
add into the whole Civil War storyline eventually when the movies come out, I think.
So that was fun. I did, and we'll talk about this more during the weekly geek stuff. But I did watch the BlizzCon key
Opening ceremony.
the opening ceremonies, and that was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday is when they had their opening ceremonies, where they kind of had talked about everything up front.
Yeah.
And had some big announcements and stuff like that we'll talk about later. So that was kind of fun. I'm still reading Fellowship of the Ring. Really enjoying that I've read it multiple times, but every time I read it, I always notice new things that I never really paid attention to before. So it's pretty cool. I've gotten to the point where they are now they just entered Moria, and so they're kind of making their way through Khazad-dûm, and so it's been pretty cool to see. And surprisingly, I've been as I've been reading these books, as I've been reading like The Hobbit, as I mentioned, and Fellowship of the Ring, I am actually kind of pleasantly surprised how accurate the movies really are.
Yeah.
As far as the way that they portrayed and stayed true to the source. Now, okay, granted, he did have his artistic license, and kind of did some extra stuff, but for the most part, I mean, even a lot of the dialogue is just taken right out of the books and that kind of thing. So that's been kind of fun to read that. Got a little bit of gaming in.
Yeah.
Played some,
Woo.
played some Guild Wars 2.
Still liking the expansions?
You know what?
Or have you done the expansion?
I haven't purchased the new expansion. I've just been I've basically been playing the storyline to get caught up to where the expansion comes in.
Okay.
So I've still just been enjoying the lead up to the expansion stuff, and
all the story
there's
stuff.
there's still plenty of stuff that I've been able to do that really doesn't require the expansion yet. But that's just kind of fun. But yeah, other than that, that's what I did this week.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Very nice.
All right.
Ryan is
All right, Ryan. Are you ready now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready. It's just.
Are we
All
ready
right.
for Riot?
Oh.
Whoa.
It's been
Hold on now.
an average week for me. I'm still reading The Revenant. I'm almost done with it.
Oh, cool.
I picked up Ready Player One to read after that.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So I'm going to
Well,
read
tell me
that
what
for
you
the first
think
time.
about that.
So yeah, and then I making some Wookiee parts.
Making
Oh.
some Wookiee. Oh.
Yeah, I had some. I had some former customer send me a message saying, "Hey, this guy is talking smack about you on the forums," and I'm like,
What?
What? So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
went and checked that out. and I don't know.
Was he not happy with his stuff, or is
No,
that?
he's not a customer. He was just like saying, I'm not going to buy his stuff because I don't like the way it looks. I'm like, that's fine.
Sure.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
Huh?
And so I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
moving on.
But that's
you
cool.
already have the majority of the market
But-
anyway. So,
Well,
But
there's so
bad
many
publicity
I
is
know.
still
people-
good
There's a lot of
publicity.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like,
That's
how-
really interesting to hear that. Oh, go ahead.
How many people in that forum now are going to be like, well, I want to see what it looks like. If he doesn't like him, I want to see what it looks like. And then they're going to go and be like, oh wait, his stuff's really awesome. I want to buy it.
yeah. So it's just silly.
That is
Don't
fun.
pay attention to the trolls.
Yes,
Isn't
that's
that-
right.
Oh,
That's but I mean, but the fact that you're being trolled on a forum,
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, whoa, I
Something.
think I've kind of crossed a threshold here where
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm
They're
actually
now talking about
big enough in the cosplay
strangers are
Yeah.
talking about me.
world.
Who are these people?
Like people I don't even know are
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That's cool.
Oh,
Nice.
I do want to make an apology. I forgot to send off my smartwatch
Oh.
to the prize
So-
winner.
So,
Yeah,
Do you
talking
ever
about the
like
winners.
officially announce those?
Yeah, very.
so
anywhere?
well,
We
I
need to publicly announce those.
I was going to
And
do
also on the
it.
show right now.
I was gonna do it tonight, but
I see.
I have personally contacted them all, and they all are aware of
Okay.
of them winning, and so
That's one step in the right direction.
that's right. So
Somebody's-
blame
Somebody's
all
about to get
administration.
fired.
Yeah,
things
it's like
on
so we had a couple of our listeners that listen to a lot of our shows. So we had Brady Flanagan, who's actually a friend of the show. He won one of the copies of the Mint Tin Mini Apocalypse. So congratulations to Brady, and also Kevin Nowers. I sure hope I said your last name right, but he also won a copy of the game, and they have been told to expect those games sometime probably in December when the guy sends out his next Kickstarter shipment. Dan Ball won the smartwatch, and friend of the show John Fragglepuss Evans won the print from Scott Johnson. So
Cool.
very cool.
congratulations to all of you, and thanks for being faithful listeners and supporting us. And
Lisping.
That's what it sounded like. You said right.
Lisping.
Lisping. Thank you for lisping.
thank you for
Lisping your-
lisping.
Welcome for.
Thank you for listening to the show.
To the show, and we really like you.
Hey, thank you very much. So yeah, so that was exciting for them. Cool.
All right, cool.
All right.
Well,
Nice.
that's-
Cool.
So, Ryan, did you have anything else that you'd like to talk to us about?
No, not really. Oh,
right.
just caught up on Walking Dead and Martian Manhunter has got a mini-series out. So I picked up the first 5 issues of that.
Oh,
So that's been
I
pretty
thought
cool.
you were gonna be like, and Martian Manhunter appeared in Walking Dead. I was like, what?
Oh.
Crossing the universes there. So cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's been a long time since I've read a
He was
scene.
under the dumpster.
Yeah, it's written.
Hush.
Shush.
What?
Hush.
Next.
All right.
All right, that's it for me.
Michael.
Michael.
Me. All right. So, first off, talking about Brady Flanagan, he also does a podcast called Reviews versus the World.
Versus the World.
And they invited me
YouTube
to.
channel.
Yeah. So they invited me again to be on their show
Cool.
on the 21st.
Again?
So they're going to do
They must have liked you.
an anime review
Oh, okay. Well,
show,
then
and
you're perfect for that episode.
they posted everything that they're going to watch, and I was like, great, I've seen it all already. So woo, that
Yeah,
that'll
I
be
don't have
easy.
to watch anything
Yeah,
more.
I don't have to watch anything new. No, I'll probably review everything so it's fresh in my mind before I go. But that'll be cool to hang out with them once again. They were really nice, and last time they were kind of out of their normal environment, I understand, and so I understand this time around they'll be kind of at their home base at Brady's place.
Okay,
so
cool.
We'll see. Yeah, so that's kind of one thing that happened geeky this week is I got invited to another showing of their podcast. So that'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
SLC Anime met on the weekend to review Bakuman, and overall it got a 7.5. It reviewed very well. Everybody really enjoyed season 1, and I finished all 3 seasons. So 75 episodes, 2 thumbs up. Really enjoyed it. Felt like it ended appropriately, but just like any other show, it doesn't wrap it up like a nice, neat bow. It was like, there could be a season 4, but there's not going to be. So it kind of allows your imagination to keep going if you would like it to.
Yeah.
This month, we are going to be reviewing a show called Basilisk.
Yeah.
Basilisk came out
A while
about
ago.
A long time
10,
ago.
almost 15 years
Yeah.
ago. But that show is based off of a hardcore drama manga, and it's about 2 warring clans of ninjas. And the premise is that there's been 400 years of peace between the 2 clans because of a forced, anti-war pact, and then it gets nullified by the political powers, and they basically say, okay, whoever wants to choose,
let's fight again.
Whoever wins a 10 on 10 fight gets to choose who the next emperor is going to be.
Interesting.
And so they're like, okay, who's going to be the next in line? And so each clan is representing a person, but they just want to fight amongst each other. So it's a little bit like Game of Thrones meets ninjas. And so
Cool.
if you're familiar with Ninja Scroll, the movie, it's basically like a 24 episode show of that.
That's cool. I
So
like
it's-
Ninja Scroll.
Yeah,
It's a little more adult for some
yeah,
people.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Just a little.
It is definitely for mature audiences, but it's
lots of blood, lots of nakedness.
well. There's partial nudity. It doesn't show actual breasts or other things below the waist. They wonderfully shade things and or cover things appropriately via Austin Powers, like at the end of the film. I mean, who sends coconuts? Or whatever it was, or cantaloupes.
Cantaloupes. It was cantaloupes.
Yeah.
Jeez, I haven't seen that
And look
forever.
at
I
this!
can't
Look at
believe-
this! Yeah, and look at this painting. It's bizarre.
That was such a
but-
horrible show.
Still
Funny.
makes me
Yes,
laugh.
it was.
Funny, but horrible.
But yeah, I'm 10 episodes in. It's like any other ninja battling show, so
All right,
it's
so
fun, but
say the title again.
it's called Basilisk.
Basilisk. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
So
Where
and
can
it's
I
on
find that?
it's on Hulu, so you can watch it on Hulu, and it's either dubbed or subbed. So for those who don't like to watch subtitles, it is dubbed. And out of a courtesy to you, I recommend staying away from the live action version because it's awful.
Live action
but
version.
yeah, the live action version is awful. However, the animated show is fairly decent. It's a 5 to a 5.5. We'll see where it goes from there. I'm only halfway through. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I'm rewatching it right now.
Cool.
This week we're doing TV shows, just like John was saying. I watched Arrow, which I really enjoyed because I enjoyed the television show on Fox that was John Constantine, which was that.
I love that
It
show.
wasn't on
DC.
Fox.
Wasn't it on Fox? I thought it was Fox, wasn't it?
No, it's
It was
WB.
CBS.
Who was it?
No, it was CBS.
It was CBS. I thought it was.
Oh, it was CBS. Okay, thank you.
Whatever it
That's-
was,
that's why
it
it
was an
didn't-
awesome show.
But
That's why it didn't last.
It was a wonderful show, but for some reason, it didn't meet the ratings that CBS wanted.
It was on the wrong channel. It should have
Yeah,
been.
it was on the
It should have been
wrong-
on the CW.
If
Yeah.
it was on the
So
CW,
that's why
or
I thought
even
it was on the CW, because that's the
it
kind
would've
of show that
Yeah.
this would be.
Right.
But what's nice is even though that show on CBS was canceled, the character or the actor who played John Constantine on Arrow.
Yeah. That's
And
pretty
so
cool.
it was so sweet. So when he was when he was in that costume,
He plays
As
that
that
character
character.
so well.
he it's so effortless for him. It's
Yes.
so great. You just can't help but believe everything that's happening.
I mean,
And-
I've read all of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. That's where
Oh, yeah.
Constantine was introduced.
That's where he was introduced. Yeah.
Yeah, and just he nails it.
Oh, it's great. And although
is-
I was going to say in the CBS television show and just general television in America is you can't have smoking on screen without like paying basically specific fines or fees
Right,
to do
right.
so. And so his TV show allowed him to have a cigarette, but he couldn't technically put it to his mouth
Right.
on
They
screen.
did on
There was a few times that they were able
on the
to.
later episodes.
Yeah, but in
After
the
they knew they were being
Yeah.
Canceled.
on the Arrow, of
What are you
course,
gonna do?
Yeah, he had all his props and everything, but he was like, "Does anybody have a cigarette?" And so it made me smile because he even though he couldn't have one on screen on that show, it was still part of his character.
Yeah.
But very cool, great cameo. You can tell that he could be easily reused in the series, especially with season 4's plot line being very occultish. It's very, very cool. It goes more into what Green Arrow, I remember it being in the comics. My limited rereading Ryan's comics for the Green Arrow back in the 90s. So I really enjoyed that. That was very cool this week. And then I was actually playing Final Fantasy before we got on tonight. Treasure hunting. Woo!
Yay!
Treasure
Woo!
hunting. Yeah, so but yeah, I'm going to be doing lots of overtime. So we'll see. But I also did a personal audit of my skill points for Mythic, which is kind of interesting because I went to the last open house to do character updates and I was like, wait a minute, my point totals didn't change from this month to this month, yet what's going on? And he's like, no, we don't have any record of you. And I'm like, you don't have any record of me, but you yourself can attest that I was at every single event. And so he's like, okay, fine, do an audit. So
Where's my points, bro?
Give me my points,
I sent
man.
him basically a breakdown since I got back into Mythic Realms. And I found out that if my personal audit is correct, I'm like 45 points behind, which is a lot. So hopefully he reviews everything and finds out that I'm either very close or spot on. So
So
Cool.
what do points give you?
Skills.
the skill points is your experience points. So
I see.
so
every
you could level up.
yeah, so you can level up
Essentially,
exactly. And
yeah.
so when you think about it, in cases of levels, every 100 points is kind of like the next climax in abilities and so forth that are available and recognizable power difference. And to have 45 points not available, that's like half towards that epic next 100 point goal. So
Yep.
very cool. Hopefully I'll get an email on that this upcoming week. I'll keep you
Yeah.
posted.
Cool.
Cool.
That's my week.
All right.
So,
All right. Well, let's
almost done with my.
let's go to the next segment of the show then. The Weekly Geek. This is the Weekly Geek, where we talk about geeky news that happened throughout the week, and some pretty big things happened this week. So before we get into the main topic of the night, which is essentially going to be news from BlizzCon, there were a couple of other things that were brought up, like Star Trek officially announcing that there's going to be a new TV series starting next.
Yay!
That'll be cool.
A new Star Trek TV. I'm
But
looking
they
forward to
only
that.
they only confirmed a few things. We know who the producers are.
Yeah.
We know that it'll be in 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know it's going to be on CBS.
And we know it's not going to be any of
And-
the original characters.
Well, we don't even know that
Yes,
yet.
yes,
They
we
haven't
do.
Confirmed.
They have said
Yeah,
that.
it's a new
They
original
said
story.
that it's going to be an original story, but they did not say that original characters. Previous characters were not going to be used.
I don't see that.
They just said it's an original story and
No.
an original timeline that hasn't been used before.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't see that. happening.
Original, so
Now,
all
right.
brand new characters.
I'm just saying.
So, do you want to see another Starship show? Do you want to see another space station show, or do you want to see like a land-based show?
I want to see the Academy show.
No.
Come on, that'd be cool.
That would be
be
so
like
boring.
it would be boring.
It would be like all
However,
the other
It'd be like a high
teenage.
school teenage drama.
No.
Drama.
To answer
Yeah.
your question, Ryan, I want to see all of the above. I want to see the fact that they are, the group we follow. It could be, maybe it is a unique group that does land. Because
So-
we know according to Deep Space Nine, there are land-based, quote unquote, marine groups that are
Yeah.
specialty on
So you
ground.
don't want to see a Voyager where they're out in the middle of nowhere with no connection to
Right.
the
No,
Federation.
No, I would like some sort of continuation of the universe that we know, not new
Deep
discovery.
Space Nine was the most diverse.
Yeah.
It was.
It was cool, and
Deep
it was-
Space Nine, I like Deep Space Nine.
The main problem that I have with all of this is that it's going to be on demand only.
Yeah, what's with that?
It's only gonna be available through CBS's All Access subscription streaming service. So
They're
what-
trying
well,
to compete with
they-
Netflix.
what they're planning on doing
or like
is
Hulu or something
well,
like that.
their streaming service is currently available right now.
Right, and
so
it's not a paid service, I don't believe.
it is a
it?
paid service.
It-
It's $6 a month.
Yeah, it is
But,
paid.
what they're planning on doing is they're planning on releasing the first 2 episodes on TV, and then the rest of the season is going to be online only.
So if you like this, come pay us
Right.
for it.
So they're
Exactly.
gonna basically
This is the
man.
trend that I see happening with people, the cord cutters, right? They're like getting away from cable, getting away from dish, and they're all going online. And the companies are starting to realize this.
right.
And so now they're just going to gouge you online.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
it's
problem
like,
Instead of
is- the
through
problem
cable.
is that everybody has been demanding like an a la carte service where they can pick and choose what they want. Well, guess what? It's really starting to get
well,
to
it's
that
becoming
point
that way. Do
where
you want these
where
shows or these shows?
each
Mm-hmm.
provider is going to have their own streaming service, and so that now all of a sudden instead of paying $100 a month for cable, you're paying $100 a month for these
Each
Well, the streaming
subscription
service.
service.
Well, yeah, and it's not even
It's-
it's not even just the service, but what original programming is on those services.
Well,
you know,
and that's
do you
why
want to
they're
watch
trying
the
to
original
use-
programming on Netflix or Amazon or
and that's
you know,
why they're trying
Hulu,
to use this
so
new
forth.
Star Trek series to really get
Yeah, it's
We'll see.
lame.
because it's
Lame.
still a good year away. Things may change. I
it
know
won't.
that though. I agree that
It'll
that
get
was
more
the
expensive.
original.
That's what's
and
going
that's
to change.
probably
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
probably
honestly,
why they
yeah.
feel like they can do it, because then they don't have to have as much of a budget. They don't have to worry about ratings as much because it's online only.
It's true.
So they're not paying for advertising as much as they would if they were going to have it on primetime
Yeah.
TV.
Now, what I find interesting when we kind of bring this conversation full circle is what about the fan-made film Axion?
What I understand, they're still working on it.
They're still working on that. However, what if they decided to create that as a series? It's a timeline that hasn't been explored. It would be all new characters.
I think I heard somebody, yeah, like I read an article that was like, did they actually come and pay for the storyline content? And I think
we
they
don't know.
I think they did. If you search for it, you'll find where the people that are involved in this fan project are like, they haven't contacted us for anything. So
yeah, and I speak to them usually at the cons that they have their booths at.
So
their 20-minute short is amazing, but
so a lot of people were like, hey, use their, look at this, it's awesome, you should, turn it into something, official on the
you could,
but they're going to do their own thing.
So we'll
They'll
see
do
what
their
happens.
own thing. There's too many.
I'm sure we'll
issues
see
comes
more
up with
news
trying
when we
to
get
acquire
closer to
something
it.
else.
But
I think.
it'll be great
Who knows?
just to see Star Trek back on TV, which is its preferred
So
medium.
speaking of space,
Yeah, the new
did you guys
Star
see
Wars
the
trailer.
international Star Wars trailer?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I was the one who made
Japanese
sure
one?
it got up on our site.
I thought it was
did.
really interesting because I sat down with my wife, and after watching this trailer, the international trailer, she turned to me and she said, "Is Luke the bad guy in this one?" And I'm like, "What? Where did you hear that?" And she was like, "I don't know. It just
feels that way.
It's like it, the way that they're talking, the dialogue in the movie is like, what we started, I will finish." And she's like, is that like, is Luke the bad guy? I'm like, well, that's like one of the big theories right now. And so I was like totally geeking out that my wife like out of the blue, because she had no clue that this was even, like one of the fan theories that's going on right now. And I'm like, where did you even hear that? And she's like, I just watched the trailer.
That's cool.
Like,
well,
if totally random picks up on that, then okay, there's got to be.
Yeah.
Maybe there
It
is
got
something.
me more excited than the US release because
They showed more
it's
lightsaber
story-driven and
stuff.
character-driven. Well, it's story-driven and character-driven in the trailer, so it makes you interested in it versus action. I'm like, it's like any other American show.
But the thing that I caught is that they were using bits and pieces of different conversations and putting it all together.
Oh, it was wonderfully spliced.
Single conversation. Well,
Correct.
I don't know if "wonderfully" be the correct word because
it's misleading.
in Japan, most people that are going to be seeing this trailer don't speak English. They're just reading the subtitles. They don't know that it was pulled from different conversations when they read the Japanese subtitles. They're just
neither do the Americans who would watch it.
But you
It's
can
an
hear that it's
assumption.
different people speaking, and so it's.
Well,
I was like,
they
was-
would know that too.
It was well.
You don't need to speak the.
My point is that it was just it was misleading. I think it was like
Of
purposefully.
course, it's supposed to be misleading. It's a trailer. It's supposed to get you excited for the film, not tell you what the film is about. This isn't Terminator Genesis.
Oh, I beg to differ.
But
Terminator.
you were just
That's-
saying
this isn't
the
Terminator
reason why
Genesis.
you were excited about this trailer was because it was more story driven and more character.
Which is what I
character-oriented.
prefer. Which I prefer in a film versus 2 hours of action.
Well,
'Cause
sure, and I
find
understand
that very dull.
I don't get me wrong. I loved the trailer, and I did appreciate seeing, more.
I liked the
Like,
new angles on Kylo Ren's lightsaber. So all these naysayers who are like, wouldn't it just cut down straight? Actually, no, because it would be beam on beam. You can see that now in the cut. If you look at the cuts of the picture frames, you can see that it's a true cross guard.
Mhm.
It's just guarded on the bottom against his hand.
Right.
hitting
Yeah, but
it.
the top part
But
was visible.
Against a
Yeah.
lightsaber, it would still work. So he
Right.
could. So they're gonna have to integrate that into the combat somehow.
Sure.
So
I
Yeah, it was
just
good.
if
thought,
they don't, it would be pointless to have it.
okay,
So
well, speaking of trailers, let's just talk about the trailer that was so cool and I got goosebumps from watching it.
That was so cool.
Was
Which trailer was that?
was
Was the new Alice in Wonderland trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, no. Was they finally released the trailer for Warcraft.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's pretty cool.
It looked awesome. Like
It was pretty cool.
I watched
It
it.
looked very nice, but
Okay, I want to bring up a conversation that Ryan had online.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And he like one of his buddies was talking about, man, it looks like a commercial for Warcraft. It's like, yeah, let's go play the game because it's a commercial for Warcraft. And then like he did a hashtag, it's like longest cutscene ever, kind of thing. And you know what? In my opinion, I mean, how many times do we watch these opening cinematics for these games that Blizzard puts out? And how many times have we said, "Oh my gosh, they should just make a movie and just do that. They should just make a movie of that." Well, guess what?
Now they
That's what
have.
you got.
here
They're
you go.
making a movie of that. So yes, longest cutscene ever. Thank you. That's what I've been asking for decades.
What I liked most about the trailer was not the dialogue or the characters or the amazing graphics and so forth. Is I loved the costumes, the sets, and the chosen soundtrack for the trailer was what was probably giving me the chills. Is just because that boom right at the beginning, you're just like, ooh, something's gonna happen. Something cool's happening.
Well,
Must be Hans Zimmer.
Is
Maybe.
it?
I don't know.
He always does
Yeah.
that. Boom.
Well,
But,
but it was like even with the headphone, like little earbuds, it was enough to be like, whoa, man.
What's really cool is that I went and I watched some people do like a rewind and a breakdown of the trailer, and they were pausing and rewinding and going back and showing this and showing that, and it was so cool to like see things that were in this trailer that were literally like right out of the game.
Oh yeah.
Like they showed a really quick, like in the trailer, it was only like this, like a little quick, 2 seconds, cut of a scene. But basically what it was is it was showing, gosh, I can't even think of it. It was one of the zones in
dang children distraction.
I know, right? They come in, I'm like waving off.
like,
My train of thought is gone.
Hey, Dad, you're like, I'm in
like,
mid-thought.
go away.
Don't leave me alone.
Shoot, it's an alliance zone.
Derailed train.
It's like red. Help me, Ryan. It's an alliance zone.
Red Ridge Mountains?
Red Ridge, thank you. And that's the one that has like the bridge across the lake.
Uh-huh.
And then it's got the town right next to the bridge. If you look at this scene, I mean, seriously, it is like they literally took right out of the game and put it into this movie. Like even the way that the bridge is laid out and the town and the docks that go out into and like even looking at the lake itself and just like the shoreline and everything is like literally right out of the game. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
See, but
I hope that it doesn't suck.
But the good thing, but I had to say this though, that I watched it with my wife, and my wife is not a gamer at all. She doesn't necessarily get into that at all. But she watched the trailer and she's like, you know what? I might go watch that with you because
sure. Even if you're like a Lord of the Rings fantasy,
it just looked like an epic adventure.
It's still an epic fantasy.
Well, the one thing I like about the storyline that they're obviously, obviously the storyline is like there's not a good and a bad side, because the orcs are fighting for survival, and they have their heroes, and the humans are have their heroes, but then they have their bad people too. So it's like it's not like all the orcs are bad and the humans, yay. It's like,
well, this is part of the lore.
Yeah,
this
is the way it started.
The original lore. Yeah, like if you go back to like the original Warcraft, orcs
and
versus humans.
the little green baby that they put in the
was
raft
Thrall.
downstream. That's Thrall.
Is that Thrall?
That's Thrall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
Thrall.
that.
Which they never. I wonder if are they really gonna explain why he's green?
Well,
Because
you know why he's green, right?
he's not a fel orc. So why
Oh,
is
that's a good
why
point.
is he green? Whereas his parents,
Yeah, because the orcs turned green because they took
yeah,
Gul'dan's serum.
and like became fel orcs.
Yeah, that's true. Why is he green?
Why is he green? I'm like, wait,
Because
Maybe it'll
he
be
has to
explained
be
in the film.
recognizable as Thrall, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, what I do like though is I do like. Well, okay, this is just based off of the trailer. Obviously, we don't really know anything, but they apparently they have come out and said that this first one is going to be called Warcraft: The Beginning. I guess that's like the official subtitle.
So do they plan on doing like a trilogy?
They are planning on doing a trilogy. Yes, they are planning on that.
Depending on how the sales go.
Well, they've already announced that they're planning on doing the trilogy.
Well, they announce a lot of movies that ever
That's
get
true
made.
too. That is
They also allow,
They'll make money. They'll make their money back.
What I really like is that they truly are seeming to focus on the original story.
Yeah,
and that they're
that's
not,
true.
and that they're not, they're not throwing in stuff just for like, to cater
The
to
general
the fans.
audience, yeah.
Like they're
Well,
like
they don't need to fan service. The whole film is fan service.
well, but I'm talking about, they're not tossing in like this random torrent or like a night, like a night elf that like, stabs somebody with their dagger.
That's true. They didn't show any elves or taurens or dwarves.
Right.
It was just humans and orcs.
Humans and orcs.
Well,
That's
the
all
very
it was in the
first Warcraft game was all. That's all it was dwarfs.
That's what it was
and-
called.
Well, they had
orcs versus humans. That's what it was called.
didn't they have other things in there? Just
Eventually.
like cameos, like
Job
So-
done.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah, so I do like that they are seeming to focus. They are seeming to focus on the original story, and then they'll build on that as it goes through the rest. But
There was a troll, that troll girl.
no, that's
she-
Gamora.
She's half
Supposed to
orc.
be an orc.
She's half orc.
She's
Yeah,
half orc.
because she's
Oh.
You know who
green.
Gamora? Okay, you don't know.
She's green,
No,
but she looks
I
very
just-
female.
No, I'll have to ask my
She's
son
actually-
who Gamora
yeah.
is.
Yeah, ask. Yeah, he'll know. That's hilarious. That kid kills me.
But
He keeps up to date.
so
But yeah, that was Gamora.
Yeah, side note, the music is by Ramin Djawadi. He did Iron Man, Pacific Rim, a lot of stuff in Game of Thrones. He's done all 60 episodes of Game of Thrones. So
he's been around the block.
so he knows how to do his stuff.
Alright, so he has the fantasy stuff down.
Yes.
All right.
The new Red Dawn.
I like the World of Warcraft Legion expansion trailer too.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Talk
That was,
talk about that. Go for it.
It was Vryn,
Yeah, Bryn. Yeah.
the king, and Lady Sylvanas, the leader of the undead.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
she showed up,
Sylvanas
everybody
is-
was all like,
And- And they're both fighting this
the Legion, the Birding Legion is
the
back.
Burning Legion, what do they called it? Inferno guy. Infernal.
Oh yeah, the Fell.
Phil Infernal.
Mm,
Phil, is
yeah.
that what it's called?
Yeah, I can't remember. Infernal something. Yeah,
Yeah, whatever. They
Yeah.
were fighting that. Anyway.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
man.
he's-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
so
Oh.
it looked good.
Oh,
Yeah, so
It
they,
looked-
so
to me it looked just as good as the movie. So
you guys were all paying
Exactly.
attention to the games and so forth, but I was paying attention to a few other things at BlizzCon, like all the cosplay.
oh,
Wow.
oh yeah.
Guys,
Well,
have you guys seen who won?
like
the cosplay?
BlizzCon,
I don't know,
BlizzCon
probably Jessica
cosplay
Mingri.
is-
No, actually,
She had that
winner
amazing
the
Deathwing
winner
cosplay.
of the costume contest at BlizzCon was Papa Cosplay from France. I should post a
so
picture.
like a team.
It's a guy. It's a
his
guy.
last
He-
name is cosplay.
No, he goes by Papa Cosplay. That's his
Oh, okay.
that's his cosplay persona.
Well, see, that's why I thought it was like a team.
because it's just
yeah,
like
I'm
you
gonna
have-
officially
you have
change my
Riddle.
name to my last name to cosplay.
No,
I'm
I am-
surprised.
I am
it's a-
cosplay.
I'm surprised
Hey, he's
someone hasn't
French,
done it.
You know?
yeah, it's a gentleman from France. I don't know his real name, but the pictures. I should post a picture on our site
Like, who?
because it's all in leather.
But who's the costume?
Who's the character?
I don't know who it's supposed to be because
well, let me look it up.
It just looks.
Papa.
Yeah.
He was a medieval space marine.
He was like a.
Oh,
Was he
okay.
a medieval space marine? I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like, but I don't know.
A twist on the StarCraft character named Tychus.
Thank you.
Oh, Tychus. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Tychus.
But,
Yes.
oh my gosh, it's all in leather, and
That's cool.
you by looking at it, you
So
wouldn't
instead of
think it's
metal,
leather.
it's
instead
leather
of
armor.
like foam and so forth, but it's just
Yeah, I'll have to-
amazing.
I'll have
I'm
to
just
look
like
that
and it took him months and months to put it together. It's interesting. You
Oh,
can
wow.
go to Facebook and look at Papa cosplay, and he has kind of like a how-to as he made it.
Wow,
but
that's cool.
It looks really
the
good.
level of cosplay at BlizzCon always blows me away because
I don't know why
the
BlizzCon brings it out.
armor, the armors that they make and just everything they do for these cosplays are just mind blowing.
You're right.
The amount of effort, I'm just like, wow.
But yeah, so like,
Sure, I'd be able
so BlizzCon is well, technically it's
Still going on right now. Like they had like the Heroes of the Storm finals today and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had like their championship games and stuff like that. But yeah, they really man, they laid it all out this weekend. I mean, as far as like announcements and news,
They're like
and,
giving everybody what they wanted,
bringing it-
basically.
Yeah, pretty much like almost every game that they are currently working on, something was announced for them. Ryan mentioned it. You know, the next expansion, Legion, was talked about quite a bit. They showed the opening cinematic for the game and talked about, you know, if you pre-order, you can play the new Demon Hunter class early.
Yep, get the mount.
And you can get all that kind of cool stuff.
Michelle was reading. My wife was reading that to me, so I'm gonna pre-order.
Pre-order it. So that's the game. The expansion comes out in summer. They haven't given a hard date, but so summer of 2016.
Second quarter
so that's
of
gonna
2016.
Be, so so the Burning Legion is back again, and so it's but then also Illidan is coming back. And he's bringing his Illidari with him, and so that is why
those are the ones you can play.
Yes, that is why you can now be a demon hunter, just like Illidan.
Yeah, the Death Knights were bad, and you can be them now. So might as well make demon hunters.
And apparently they said that if you enjoyed how the Death Knights were done, then the Demon Hunters are going to be right up the same alley. So I imagine that people that are going to start playing Demon Hunters, they'll probably, you'll probably create a Demon Hunter, and it'll be like because they're going to up the level cap to 100, and so I imagine that they'll probably start the Demon Hunters at like 85 or
80,
or something like that.
80, 85.
Kind of like
I was thinking that.
Kind of like what they did with the Death Knights when they launched those. So that was pretty cool. I haven't played Warcraft in a long time, but I did think that it was interesting that just prior to BlizzCon, there was they kind of announced that World of Warcraft. Their subscribers are down to only like 5.5 million, which is like a 9-year low.
For World of Warcraft or
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, which is interesting because all this new stuff is coming out.
Right.
When they have their all-time low.
Yeah.
There's still I think there's still the largest subscription MMO.
It's like 5.5 million.
It depends.
In the United States.
It depends on what you define as MMO.
Well, I also specifically stated it was subscription, meaning there's a monthly payment that you use to pay, because there's a lot of free to play that they just have stupid numbers.
Yeah.
The other thing that they said was that they are no longer going to be like putting out membership numbers anymore. They're not going to report on that anymore.
Why? Why?
Well, I guess apparently that they're going to start focusing more on what they call like engaged players, like people that are actually playing the game,
Yeah.
rather than just like
The active players
people
versus
that,
the subscription.
yeah, like people that come in and play for a couple months and then let it die. They they don't really consider them as like a loss of a player per se, but
It makes sense because there's a lot. You can play to 45 or 40 for free.
no, I think it's only 20.
It's only 20.
Isn't it?
Oh,
1 to
okay.
20.
I thought it was
20.
40. I apologize, but yeah, I know that
I
there's
wish
a
it
lot
was 40. That'd be cool.
Well, there's a lot of people who probably make an account, only play to level 20, and never pursue it. Technically, that's a check mark in that 5.5 million. So I can understand why they might make a differentiation of the stats.
So
I just thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, there was a lot of other stuff.
they announced the Overwatch going to be the first, obviously coming the first quarter of 2016, and not just coming to the PC, but also coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And
they announced it's going to be on the consoles,
which means it's not going to be free to play.
It's not
you have to purchase the game.
It's not a free to play game.
I think that's a smart move.
It's going to be $40 for the PC and $60 for your consoles.
Well, it's $40 for the base game. And that's only available on PC.
Yes.
For what they call the Origins edition, that's what's going to be available on the consoles, as well as you can purchase the Origins edition on the PC. And when you get the Origins edition, you get some extra skins. You get some other stuff that
and the skins were pretty cool.
Yeah. And so, you get some other digital goodies that are in like other games. Like for example, if you purchase the game, you'll be able to play Tracer in Heroes of the Storm.
I know, I want to buy it.
Which is pretty cool it's cool because Barry, I don't know if y'all remember, but a number of episodes ago, Barry said, "I wonder how long it's going to be before they're going to start putting Overwatch characters in Heroes of the Storm."
Yep.
So
there you go.
You heard it here first. Barry called it.
That's right.
And Tracer's the first character that's going to be in Heroes of the Storm,
Yeah,
and I'm sure they're going to.
She'll be an assassin
I'm sure they're gonna
character.
Release them all. But yeah, I read an article about why they decided to make Overwatch just a standard purchase game rather than like a free-to-play game.
I think it's smart, though.
I think it's a smart move.
Well, one of the reasons why they did that is because one of the big mechanics of Overwatch is the ability to switch your players mid-game.
Yes.
Like if you're playing a particular character and it's just not going well for you, maybe the other team is stacked up a certain way, and you're like, ooh, if I could only play her,
or our team needs a tank, or our team needs a support character.
Like, oh my gosh.
So it's not only a character loadout for that character. You can literally swap characters.
You could swap a character mid-game. And so what they said was, if it was a free-to-play, then that would really make things limited for people, because then it would like force people to purchase extra characters so that you could have the ability to swap characters to whoever it is that you want to be able to play in a particular certain time. So what they said was, rather than just doing a free-to-play and then make people purchase characters, they're just going to say, nope, all 21 characters are available.
It's the way it should be. I mean,
everybody has access to all of the characters.
And then they'll make their extra money by people buying skins when they're released.
Yeah, if they do decide to do downloaded content,
they'll do it.
They haven't but they haven't made any like decisions, permanent decisions about
what I'm hoping is this is hopefully maybe a movement back to creating complete games, not bare bones games that make you pay out the nose to get a full game.
Right.
Wow. And that's what I don't like. That's one reason I haven't purchased a new game for so long, is because I pay $60 to get a game on a console, and then I'm expected to pay another $40 in downloadable content just to play the game that I
For
wanted
expansions
to play.
and stuff.
Or-
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
That reminds me, I did download a brand new game that I've been playing. Forgot about that.
Oh,
which was
well, what was it?
Dying Light. Dying
Oh,
Light.
the zombie game.
Yeah.
That's the parkour one, right?
The parkour zombie game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the parkour zombie.
It's
game.
pretty cool.
All right.
It
Are
is.
you a
yeah, it
zombie
looks-
that does parkour?
No, no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You can be. You
oh,
can
that's
play
right.
the zombie.
You can play the nightmare mode or whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
that guys.
where
He's
you
like
actually-
he's like Venom.
He's like uber zombie.
Uber
Yeah,
zombie.
he's like Venom, and he can shoot these webs out of his hands, like 600 yards away, and just like grab onto the bridge and go. Whoosh.
And it's asymmetrical. It's like one zombie versus like 5 or 6 humans.
Yeah,
Is that
humans,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so broken. If you find one in the game, you better be prepared. Those guys are so broken.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
They're just so they're fragile. I mean, you can kill them with the sword, but they have so many ways to kill you. It's just not
Right.
even.
Right.
So
Anyway, that's a fun game. I like to jump up and avoid the zombies. That's
But
fun.
But-
speaking of Overwatch, we all watched the opening trailer for Overwatch. That's so cool.
All agreed it should be an
I
animated
wish they would
series.
just make a movie at that. Well, guess what?
They're going to
They're
make a
gonna
series.
make an animated series based
Yeah.
on Overwatch.
Actually,
I'm like,
actually looks really cool. That
It
guy.
does.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
I love that guy. The gorilla. I love him.
yeah,
Winston.
is the group name.
Yeah.
Winston.
That's cool.
So yeah, so I think that's really cool. And they said that it's going to be a series of shorts. So it's not like a full on series. It's just going to be some like shorts. And they said that it's not going to be in any particular order, so you don't have to like watch them in order.
So
It's
they're
not
going to be.
like-
It's episodic.
yeah. So
Yes.
it's going to be like each one is going to be about a different character, and
Yeah.
it just further insights into the story itself.
Yeah, it's just supposed to give you more content of the game to enjoy.
But I thought
Or
it was,
if you're like me, you can just watch it without playing the game.
right,
Yes.
exactly.
That's-
And they also said that
that's
there's
what I'm
going
gonna
to be
do.
there's going to be like online comics,
Comics, books, yeah.
like web comics that are going to be.
Yeah.
So they're
That's pretty much the norm
They're
on the
putting-
comics.
yeah, they're putting a lot of money into this as far as
Yeah,
that's
super cool.
concerned.
Well, let's
And now it's time for
geeky trivia.
Trivia.
Woo! All right. That's true. It was
call.
getting to that point. So
If you want to know more,
a bit
it's all
long-winded.
online.
so I
BlizzCon's all over the place.
Yes.
like
And
Ryan and Michael busted out a trivia game that I have. And this game is called Bezer Wizard.
Bezer Wizard.
Bezer Wizard.
And
All right.
and the cool thing about Bezer Wizard, it has like all these categories. It's not like 2 categories. There's all these categories. But what we're going to focus on some technology, some science because that's geeky, maybe some film and TV, stuff like that. So we're going to have fun.
I remember Kathy and I just stomped you guys. when
Yeah,
we played,
whatever.
and you're like,
Whatever.
You guys
What's the what is it? Just like Trivial Pursuit or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of like
just-
Trivial Pursuit hardcore
It's
because there's
just
more
like
options.
Really, really fun.
subjects.
It's just over.
Bezer Wizard.
Gotta
It's
get,
just a trivia.
gotta
Yeah.
get some paper. All right.
Gotta
Gotta catch them
Gotta
all.
get-
All right.
Oh man,
John.
I made that comment today about getting minions in Final Fantasy. I was like, man, there's so many. I got to get them all.
That's right.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
And they have a new game coming out in an expansion where you can use your minions to do like little like minion
work.
Did you
mini
to
see,
be
games.
your minion?
It's cool.
did you see
Well, yeah. What?
that? I was going to say, did you see that new Heroes of the Storm character where 2 players play 1 character?
What? No.
That could be fun.
It's Cho'Gall, the 2-headed ogre.
Oh, cool.
And one person moves and the other person like fights and shoots the spells and stuff like that. And so it's like,
wow.
That might be a little broken.
That's
you
yeah. I was
really
gonna say
have
that kind
to-
of that reminds me of playing like Mech Warrior when
Because you can have
moving for you.
somebody who's really good at dodging and jumping and running, and another guy who's good at aiming. You guys would be serious.
yeah, well, there's a lot of coordination that you'd have to do with that. But yeah, I thought that was kind of fun that they
All right, are you guys
All right,
you guys
Barry.
ready for this?
Question number
Stump
one.
us.
All right.
Yeah, are you
Yes.
ready? We can keep talking about other stuff, but
Technology is the category.
technology. I love technology.
Which audio company copied the way a flute fills a room with music to develop their acoustic wave speakers? Bose is correct,
Yeah,
Ryan.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, but Ryan didn't do it. Dang it.
All right.
Yep.
The category is science. Okay?
Science.
What is the measurement unit for electric current called?
Ohms. Oh,
Hertz?
amps.
Amps is
Oh,
correct.
Amps.
I knew it. I was just gonna give it to you.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
All right.
Thanks,
I
Ryan.
went, that's what I did in the military for
Yeah.
6 years.
Oh, that's right.
All right. The category is film. What is the last name of the only brothers that were both nominated for an Oscar? Sean, Phoenix, or Baldwin?
Baldwin. I don't know.
Oh, Phoenix.
What,
Phoenix
like
is
River
correct
Phoenix?
for
Joaquin
River and
Phoenix?
Joaquin.
Joaquin and River. Yeah.
Dang
They
it.
were. So what was? I guess
They
I'm
were
misunderstanding.
Brothers who had
brothers
the-
that were both nominated for an Oscar.
Nominated. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, not a win, but a nomination.
What was River nominated for?
I don't know.
Stand by me.
I bet. No, I bet you it was for. Was it for Stand by Me?
I thought it was.
Huh? Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Moving on.
The category is technology. All right. What is the more common term for the copying process known technically as digital audio extraction? You all know this.
Oh.
I know.
Encoding.
No.
MIDI?
No.
What, Mike?
MIDI?
No.
No.
The correct answer is
MP3?
ripping.
Rip.
Oh,
Rippy.
duh. I thought that is that a technical term? I thought that was just slang.
I thought that was slang too.
Nope, that is the technical term.
Wow. All right.
Well, we're technically correct.
All right.
All right.
The category is science. What is the chemical symbol for silver?
AG.
AG is
AU.
correct, Ryan.
AG. AG. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nope.
All
most
right.
of the symbols. Yeah, most of the symbols have two.
The category is film. What
Yeah.
popular video game series shares its name with the first feature film Ron Howard directed?
Just read it again.
What video game?
What
Yeah, what
popular
video games-
video game series shares its name with the first feature film Ron Howard directed? I could tell you that the fifth one came out recently.
Well, I was gonna say I said King's Quest. But
No.
I wasn't sure.
No.
No.
Ron Howard.
Halo,
No.
because the fifth one recently came out, right?
No, it will be coming out.
Wow, I have
The
no
correct
idea.
answer is Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft. What?
Oh gosh.
That's funny.
Wow. Okay.
I would know.
I
had
would have
no
not
clue.
guessed that.
I was like,
How about this?
Apollo 13.
I know. I was like,
The category is anatomy.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What
You
is
have
the pathological fear of being closed in closed rooms called?
Claustrophobia.
Claustrophobic.
Okay,
I said claustrophobia.
So did I.
Oh. It was kind of like a tie.
you guys
was-
all got it. You guys all tied on that one.
No, just Ryan and I. Michael, no. Judges,
I said claustrophobic, which means I have claustrophobia.
All right.
judges.
I don't know how that's anatomy. That's
So,
more
you
like-
know,
The
middle
ca-
child.
The category is TV. Which actor played Dylan in the TV series Beverly Hills 90210?
Oh.
Kyle-
Wait, no.
Dang it. He
Dylan
was
and
in Fifth Element, too.
No.
What's his name?
He was in Fifth Element, correct, Ryan?
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry is correct,
Luke
John.
Perry. Oh, dang.
Man,
That's right.
dig deep.
Aziz Mustite.
All right, the category is traditions / beliefs.
Traditions,
But I
traditions.
wanted to read this one because it's kind of geeky too. Who was the Roman god of the sea?
Neptune.
Poseidon.
Neptune is correct,
Neptune.
John.
He said
Yeah,
Roman, not
we-
Greek.
Yeah, he said Roman, not
Oh.
Greek.
Good job.
I
All right, technology.
Aquaman.
went, no, Aquaman.
Which
Aquaman's dad.
instrument takes over the navigation of an airplane after the captain has set the course and speed?
Autopilot?
Not pilot.
Autopilot is correct, Mike.
Oh, okay. Yay. That was
I said it
straightforward.
at the same time.
What chemical element was formerly known as brimstone?
Sulfur.
Sulfur is correct,
yeah,
John.
Thank gosh.
I was
looking
thinking
through this
coal.
one.
Coal.
No.
No, it's not
No.
right.
All right.
It smells bad.
On which American island did a nuclear accident occur in 1979?
3 Mile Island.
Mile Island.
3 Mile Island is correct, Michael. Got it
You
just
were like
before
2
you.
seconds behind me,
All
right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
What is the home of the Greek gods called?
Olympus. Mount
Mount
Olympus.
Olympus.
Mount Olympus. Okay.
Oh gosh, I wasn't even gonna. He said Olympus before I could
Right.
spout it. I wasn't
That's
even
fair.
gonna
That's
try.
fair.
All right. What?
Valhalla.
Oh, wrong.
That's not
what-
even where the gods
Wrong
are.
pantheon.
What is the name for the electrical device that changes electricity of one voltage to another
A
voltage?
converter?
A diode.
Uh,
I mean,
search.
change one volt.
Change.
Transformer.
Transformer is
Oh,
correct, Ryan.
Transformer.
Yes, dang it.
I was like a diode. No, that just makes it even.
All right. In which series of films does the determined Ellen Ripley battle against extraterrestrials? Alien films. Ryan and
No!
I said
I
Ryan,
totally said it
Ryan
before they
and
did.
John.
Oh!
What? How did I not get in on that?
Okay, Mike.
Ha 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 ha.
Mike too. I'll give it to Mike too.
Barry's just
I'm like,
hearing things.
yeah. it's
All
like-
right. Sorry. All right.
I'm sure our listeners are like, what?
Which human organ is affected by Alzheimer's disease?
Brain.
Ryan got that slightly before Mike did.
What? I don't know how this
Mhm.
Lag.
Skype is lagging or something
All right.
because I so said it before Ryan did.
Which American actress played the central character in a TV series that ran from 1988 to 1997, portraying the everyday life of the Connor family?
Felicity.
Anne of Green Gables.
No, the Connor family.
1988 to
Connor.
1997.
Oh.
Which
uh,
American actress?
Married with Children?
No.
no,
No,
Oh, no.
those are the Bundys.
Oh, that's the
No.
Bundys. I know. I was
It
like, oh my god.
The
The Connors. I'm like,
I don't know Connors. What?
No, it wasn't that
Is that Full House?
Nope.
no.
no, that was the oh gosh. Anyway,
No, it was oh gosh.
What is the
The
answer?
Wonder Years.
correct-
Oh, I know. Oh,
What?
No.
The dark-haired girl. What's
She-
her name?
Well, she was dark-haired, I guess.
What's her name?
Roseanne Barr.
Oh gosh, dang,
that's not
Connor.
where I was going with that. That's not where I
It's
was
so
going
funny.
with
It's
that.
so funny you say that, and it's like it all starts to click together.
That's actually 11 years. That's pretty impressive.
That is
Yeah.
pretty
It
impressive.
was- yeah.
9 years.
All right.
Sure.
In computing, what do the letters CPU stand for?
Central Processing Unit.
John got that one.
Thank you.
You know what? I give up because I start saying it way before anybody else, and they're like, "Oh,
All right.
whatever."
Science. Which star is also known as the dog star?
Polaris.
Andromeda.
No.
It's yeah.
Cirrus.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang
good
it.
job, Mike.
Oh,
I was like,
serious or serious?
Serious.
Serious.
Yeah, like Sirius Radio.
Yes. No, I thought it
Who
was just
played the role of Captain Kirk in the
Sirius
TV
is a
series
planet.
Star Trek?
William Shatner.
Shatner.
Mike. All right. Who played the forceful Nico in the 1988 film of the same name?
Oh, the karate guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Nope.
No.
No.
The guy.
You're
Damn, what's
you're on
his
the
name?
right track.
I know he's the
The
Aikido
karate
guy with the long ponytail.
Oh, Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Oh, jeez. I should have described.
I don't
it
give
for
that.
interesting, 'cause
I'm not gonna give that to anyone.
No, because I don't remember. Because I thought all of his movies had like 3 words in them.
Yeah, right.
That was actually one of his best. That was what launched his career, I think.
Okay.
What is the word for the compulsion to steal?
Kleptomania.
Mania.
Ryan.
Thievery.
Evilness.
5-finger discount.
All right.
I claim Skype is against
Last
me.
Chaotic. Neutral.
last card. Last
Or
card.
chaotic good, depending on what your motives are.
What is the name of the pointer on a computer screen that is used in conjunction with a mouse?
Mouse. Cursor.
Cursor is
the
correct,
cursor.
Mike. Good job.
Every time you do that, Barry, it makes me think of Monty Python.
What?
Holy Grail. What
Favorite color.
is your favorite color?
What is the name of the goddess of victory in Greek mythology?
Athena.
No, that's the goddess
no,
of
Nike.
family. Nike is correct.
Oh, Artemis is who I was thinking of.
No, that's the huntress. That's the god of hunt. The hunt.
Oh.
The goddess of the hunt is Artemis.
Sorry.
How many blood types are there?
6.
7.
8.
5.
You are all wrong.
Oh, are you just referring to like A, B, and O?
A, B, and O.
Oh, see, I was thinking
Oh,
positive,
positive
negative.
negatives, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
So-
just guessing.
O, A, B.
what
A, B,
is the code name for James Bond's boss?
007.
Oh,
M.
John.
Ooh.
Thank
What?
What?
Thank you.
Dude, Barry,
Oh,
you are so deaf.
I said 007.
I'm gonna
Oh,
listen to
M,
this
and
in-
at the same
in-
time.
We
Chris
all-
says M. Was
I
it-
But
need
I
to go
said
to
it
Spectre.
first. I said
I
it
think I might sneak off to
first.
tomorrow.
Us.
No,
The
no.
judge gave
All
me
right.
full-
I was continuing my
Which-
sentence.
Which point on the Earth's surface lies vertically above the seismic center of an earthquake?
Epicenter.
Correct, Michael.
All right. My brain was trying to process that question. I was like, wait, what is he asking?
The equate, no,
The-
the
wait, what?
horizontal.
Wait,
Okay.
What?
You are all tied.
What?
What?
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
This is the
Finally
last
time, first time ever.
last question.
Oh. Ooh.
Category: sports.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
In
They exist.
in which field event did Bob Beeman set a world record in 1968, a record that remains unbroken for 23 years?
High jump.
No, I was
Pole vault.
actually
Yeah.
Long jump.
javelin. Shot put.
No, Ryan, do you have a guess?
Discus.
Javelin. Discus.
Discus.
Hammer throw.
No, the correct
I'm
answer.
gonna start.
The correct answer, John did say, but it was his fourth one, which was long jump. So I'm not giving it to him.
Oh gosh. Because I'm like, I could start doing field events, not track
I
events.
was just naming them.
I can name them off.
All right.
All right.
How about this?
Sports?
Design.
Oh, what? Come on.
Right.
All right. Which German automobile company has a prancing horse on its emblem?
Alfa Romeo. No.
Ferrari.
No,
No,
that's
that's
not
Italian.
Porsche.
Porsche is correct.
German.
Porsche.
Mike.
Oh, duh.
Porsche. Yeah, duh.
Duh.
So it's like, no, you're like Ferrari. No, that's Italian. Oh, it's Porsche. It's the only two horses I know
And
of.
that means Michael
Nice.
wins.
Michael wins.
Ah, with a design question. Woo!
Yay.
Very, very long.
Yeah, I haven't won for a while. It's not 80s something.
That was general knowledge. So thank
Yeah.
you everybody
I can usually
for
do general knowledge.
listening to The Closet Geek, and don't forget to visit theclosetgeek.net for all of our contact information. But also you could go there to see all of our affiliates, even our brand new affiliate Razer, which is,
Nice.
Razer with your new get yourself a nice mouse or keyboard or a new laptop and all that fancy stuff. Just go click on the affiliate link on there, and also Amazon and Doghouse Systems and all those wonderful companies that like to help us out, and we appreciate it, and we appreciate you helping us out as well. So don't forget to go to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review our show, and join us next week. We are the Four Horsemen of Geek, reminding you to wave your geek flag proudly. You've been listening to a Closet Geek Studios production. For all information about Closet Geek Studios, visit theclosetgeek.net for all your geeky needs, or follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Yeah.